After a blissful night of camping at the Twin Arrows Casino, we head out for another day of adventuring on day 6 of the Route 66 adventure.
Okay folks, this is exit 211 to Winona. This is where we catch Route 66. It goes around the town.
Once you turn right on the Townsend-Winona Road, you're going to come to a very important structure, which is the Walnut Canyon Bridge, completed in 1924. This bridge is 101 feet long and 19 feet wide, and is a beautiful structure. You can no longer drive on it because you can pass on the new bridge. However, you can check it out and walk on it. It's a lovely structure and definitely worth checking out.
And then we come to an intersection where we get on Highway 89. And this will take us to Flagstaff.
In Flagstaff, I resupplied on important items such as beer and perishables. As we roll into Flagstaff, there's still some cool old neon signs like this Western Hills Motel. As we get more downtown, we encounter this older architecture, including this old bank hotel building, which is really cool. On one facade, it says hotel, and on the corner, you can read that it says bank in the upper facade. This is a beautifully restored old brick train station, which is also the visitor center. You might hear a train come by when you're there. This is the Flagstaff train station. The building also serves as the current Amtrak station. Inside, you'll find a gift shop that features a wide selection of Flagstaff and train-themed souvenirs, clothing, books, maps, Route 66 memorabilia, locally crafted items, and made-in-USA gifts. This is the far cry from the Amazon containers that you just saw rolling by. I'm going to break from tradition and read a plaque for you here because this one's important. In 1866, the Atlantic and Pacific Railroad was formed to construct a railroad from Springfield, Missouri to the Pacific Ocean, a distance of 2,000 miles. In the summer and fall of 1882, the railroad was directly responsible for the founding and development of the city of Flagstaff. This plaque is to commemorate 100 years of service to this community by the Transcontinental Railroad.
Go. All right, you're all
Beautiful.
set.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Yeah,
have a good one.
You too.
Flagstaff, Arizona is at about 7,000 feet, and I'm here in mid-March, and we got a freak storm, so there's snow around. My next stop in Flagstaff was the Walk-Up Sky Dome, an indoor multi-purpose stadium located on the campus of Northern Arizona University. The Sky Dome muffler man is named Louie and stands in front of the stadium. Originally the calling card of the Lumberjack restaurant, the statue was donated to the university in the late 1970s by the owners. Some say Louie was the very first muffler man ever produced by Pruitt Fiberglass Animals in 1962. The story goes that the owners of the Lumberjack Cafe also bought the second muffler man ever made. That one is also owned by the university and stands inside the Sky Dome. If you like old diners, be sure to plan a visit to the Galaxy Diner in Flagstaff. It's a really fine diner. It's an original 1950s diner, and the walls are lined with photos of movie stars from back in the day. Also rock and roll stars. There's Paul McCartney. There's even a vintage counter with genuine imitation jukebox playing music true to the era. It's really one not to be missed. If you want to stop at any diner, definitely stop at this one and try to plan it so you can eat there as well. Now it's time to leave Flagstaff and we go over the Arizona Divide, which is 7,335 feet, which is about 400 feet above Flagstaff. So it's quite high up here. In the boondocks west of Flagstaff, you'll find the Park in the Pines Deli and General Store. This is a great place to stop and grab a hot coffee. Established in 1906, this little country store has seen a lot over the years. Located in Parks, Arizona, and nestled amongst the largest ponderosa pine forest in the U.S., this charming store offers locals and visitors alike a great selection of cafe deli food, which is made to order with the freshest and highest quality ingredients. So we leave the Park in the Pines Deli and then we cruise along Old 66 for a while, and eventually we have to get back on I-40 for a bit, and this will bring us to the town of Williams, Arizona, which is the gateway to the Grand Canyon. I just have to mention quickly, this guy passed me in an old VW microbus. When you travel old Route 66, you quickly learn that there's three kinds of towns. There's those that are completely abandoned, there's those that are kind of barely hanging on, and there are those that are thriving, such as this one, Williams. Williams is an amazing town. There's a lot going on, and part of it is probably because it was considered the gateway to the Grand Canyon, and people would take trains to Williams and then travel to the Grand Canyon. So it's kind of a hub back in the day. And if you check out the old train cars that are parked there, you'll see that a lot of them say Grand Canyon on them. And if you check out the town itself, you'll see a lot of old restaurants and diners and old cars and neon and a lot of old Route 66 memorabilia along the way. So it's really a cool place to hang out and check out. The next town after Williams is Ash Fork, and this town falls into the category of surviving but barely so. There's a lot of abandonments and places that are neglected and condemned. However, the town is still alive and people are still living here and functioning, but it just doesn't have the tourist attraction in the way that Williams does. It's a cool town, but it's very different than Williams. After Ash Fork, we take a beautiful road in a remote part of Route 66 over to the town of Seligman. Seligman is a tiny place, but it definitely has become a tourist attraction. It's definitely a must stop. The Stagecoach Motel is nearby, and it's got a pizza grill there, and it is open. At least when I went by there it was, so that'd be an interesting place to stop. And it's just down the road from the actual town of Seligman. Now, the town of Seligman is kind of touristy, but it's really cool. There's an ice cream place and a whole bunch of shops there, and there's actually a barber there that kind of started the whole thing and was instrumental in the reincarnation of the town, and you could actually go visit the barber. The barber is often referred to as the angel of Route 66, and his name, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but it might be Angel Delgadillo. He was the one who convinced the state of Arizona to dedicate Route 66 as an historic highway. This grassroots effort to bring Route 66 back not only revitalized Seligman, but also generated worldwide interest in the Mother Road and the old-fashioned Americana it represents. Stop by Angel's barbershop in Seligman to say hi. He loves to visit with travelers and enjoys telling the saga of Seligman and Route 66 to first-time listeners. Angel occasionally still gives shaves and haircuts at his business, now a unique blend of barbershop, Route 66 gift shop, museum, and visitor center. After we leave Seligman, we take a beautiful remote road over toward the town of Kingman, Arizona. There's a couple of attractions along the way. These include the Grand Canyon Caverns, which I failed to stop at, but it's an interesting location, and also the Hackberry General Store. But regardless, the drive-through here is absolutely gorgeous. You're running along the train tracks, and I had inclement weather, so the skies were absolutely beautiful, and the road is twisty and hilly, and it's just a wonderful drive. Where I did stop was at the Antares Visitor Center and Art Gallery, and that is the home of Giganticus Headicus, a 14-foot tall tiki-style head created in 2003 and 2004 by local artist Greg Arnold. Some of Arnold's other art projects are displayed around the location. Now, there used to be an RV park in this area, and also there are some little casitas next to the main building, but I'm not sure if those are available to rent or not. But I'm pretty sure there's a small restaurant inside as well. Here you can see the little rooms or casitas that may or may not be for rent, and there's a bunch of cars there, and I'm not sure who's staying there. And at the far end of the lot, there's this old faux police car. From the Antares Visitor Center and Art Gallery, it's just a short drive into the town of Kingman. As you roll into Kingman, it's a wide open, beautiful valley with a lot of trains going by, so it's a really nice way to roll into town. As far as accommodations, when I got into Kingman, there was another Flying J truck stop, and I just boondocked camp there again as usual, and it worked out great. Got a good night's sleep and then explored Kingman in the morning. So anyway, thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.